Hey cuties, what's up? We're back with some more of the daily N.O.D.E, and today is just going to be a silly day, just to do something that's going to be like a real quick. We're going to make a plank, but not any sort of plank. We're going to make plank from Ed and Eddie. I was just like, you know what, I want to do something quick to get into the weekends, because obviously today's Friday, so you know, let's just do something stupid. So we are going to be doing plank. So we're going to make a cube first, of course. Then we go ahead and edit this. And move this up. It doesn't really matter. Scale this on the Y, because essentially we're just making a 2x4, right? That might be too thin. Scale on the Y again, scale on the X to be about there. This could just be the whole thing, so maybe just that. Scale on the Y again, maybe. So that might be like the shape. Now, hold on. Just had to cut real quick. Okay, so I'm not gonna make this look like a cartoon, by the way. I'm gonna make it look realistic. I think I actually want to scale this on the Y just a little bit more. Alright, so then we need to start dividing this into pieces. So that's about an 8. I can live with a little 9 because I want there to be a middle point. And then 3. Let's go to 1 just to start with. Actually, we don't need to do any of that. I'm going to just cut it here and then down the middle, and then we can focus on what we need, because this needs to be done a specific way. That matters because we need to take this and move it to like here. To like there. Then I'm going to like slightly left of that, so we'll go there and maybe there. And there's like a smaller cut here. Just give us like that much room. So here and here. Now I need to like cut inside of this, I guess, and then this needs to be pulled down to, actually just go back, go ahead and slice this in half first. Then we can take this and pull that down. Of course that doesn't look right because of how we have it set up, but we'll fix that in a second. It shouldn't be too hard to do this, it's just I just don't want to have weird shapes in here. I need this to be lined up correctly. So now we have that, but then just come here and like cut this, actually cut like that and like that. Even though it makes triangles, it fixes that. Which if I want to do that, I might as well just click this and click merge at last. so that that's just one solid piece. And then over here, it should be a tiny one. So it's basically just the same thing, but I think I'm going to take these and scale them on the X so that they squish in on each other. Then do the same thing and pull this down to there and just have this merge with that. Merge at last. And then you just go ahead and cut here and here to create that shape. Now this needs to be longer, so I think I will just grab these and like pull them down, even though that starts to make this be not a straight line anymore. We could just do this instead, if you're worried about that. Like try to make it come down to there, but this just needs to be quick. It doesn't need to be perfect. There we go. Then we need one on the bottom too, so I'm gonna do one on the bottom. So this is kind of like doing that. So I kind of need it to be over here inside this. I know this is messy. Again, we're just doing this real quick. We're not trying to do anything fancy, like I keep saying. So it's this one, I believe, is where I want it to be. So you could just do that and then merge at last, and then go ahead and cut this and that. So that slice. I don't have the luxury of squishing this, but I guess I can just do it without moving anything. I can take this and scale them on the X. And then maybe we can add some cuts to this. Just so that you can, you know, do something like this. Slightly modify the edges so that they are not uniform. Probably need to fill this in to get a little bit of a edge on this as well. I'm probably going to bevel the corners of it either as well. I don't like it when it's like on the edge like that. There we go. I forgot to do like this initially. This needs to be marked. And then here for the seam there. And then here for that. Actually, no, that's wrong, but it's also right at the same time. Mark that. Because this is the front face, and then you need the inside to be marked by itself as well. So mark seam there. Then you can just get the entire side of this in the back as well. There we go. I guess we can mark the edges as well. perhaps. There we go. Something else I wanted to do, but I forgot what it was. It was probably something important to... Oh, the sides. I just wanted to bevel the corners. Can I bevel this one really, really far? There we go. Then we kind of don't want to have this being weird like that, so I guess we'll clear seam and just keep them at the bottom like that, so the sides get less. We can figure out if we want to change that later. So I think we're already done because that's just what this is going to look like, right? Might need to shade smooth the outside. Just want to maybe add another indent here. This down here looks a bit too proper. Let's pull that in. Alright, there we go. So that's fine. Let me see what happens when I take all of the outside. I think that's everything. And then smooth that. So the outside edges are smooth, but the inside isn't, which is fine. We'll see how we feel about that once we're done. So now we need to do new and blink, and then a new one and blink 2. And then I should have not gotten rid of all this, because this should be blink 2. Sign that. I guess we could just take these two and make a blink 3. Control L to select all of that. I mean, it should all just be the same thing, but blink 3. And assign that. Did I assign? I did. So now we come over here to shading. And we're going to click on this and Control Shift T to bring up the menu that puts all of the stuff in there, even though we don't really need it. So we're going to plywood texture again, go the textures, texture haven or what have you. Just get your royalty free textures. I'm just going to grab everything, then remove what I don't need. Also, I'll put that to blink 2, not blink 1. Delete that. We need the colored. I don't know about the roughness. We'll think about the roughness. The normal we do need, but that needs to be into a bump. Copy that and just put it into here so I can see that. Do we want this to be any thinner? I don't think so. Not thinner, but the texture to be better than that. I don't think so. By better, I mean increase or decrease the size so it looks better, but I don't think it needs it. And 0.1, 0.2. The roughness doesn't need to be any further than it is now, I feel like. Could be like just pure matte. So we need to go a hue and saturation change. It needs to be yellow. 55, and then maybe bring that down. That could just be that. Copy this. Delete that. Paste that. I should have waited, but that's fine. Then the sides, we're going to maybe add contrast. It needs to be darker, but I don't know how I want to make it darker. So let's just see this contrast. Yeah, a couple clicks of contrast. That's all that really needed. Maybe for the cuts, this should be even like better. Also, I didn't unwrap this, so some of this stuff is not looking good. So unwrap. There we go. So now it actually is properly done. So there we go. Then we need to come here. Skipping the ambiance's background because I hate it. That it's just nothing after a certain point. So we need to push this out because I need to come over here, add a image texture. Then this needs to be mixed. I want to multiply, then new. This needs to be white. Plank face. 4K texture. Then we come to texture paint. And we go ahead and save this image to wherever you have your stuff saved. Because you have to save them, otherwise they get deleted. I gotta go back though, because I don't have this plugged in. Then go back to texture paint. Make sure you actually have this selected. So this is the front. Let's just get that in there like so. Now we need like a red. It's a very thin line. I don't like that this face is so thin on the actual plank. I think I want this to be like a pink instead. 3, perhaps. Even though this is so silly, I am going to use my graphics tablet to try to draw this on there. Though, what kind of brush are we using right now? Is it space? It is space. If we jitter that a bit, let me see. I'm not using it. I just want to see what would happen if I did it. It is being jittered, but you kind of want like a big jittering and then turn this down just so I can see. Yeah, like turn this way down. Yeah, jitters was inside the brush. I just want to add like some bumping to the edge to that is all. 5, just checking the stroke there, like a 4, just because I have it so thin. Okay, there. Now we can come over here and take it seriously. It can be up to like here, so maybe something like that. And this one is below that, so about here. There's like some spacing here that needs to be dealt with, but oh well. Let me go ahead and add that to the color palettes. And then there's like a nice blue. No, that's actually perfect. Add that to the color palette. And come into here and then do this. Need to make this rounder. Then come over here and get that one in there. And then below that, we want a nice smile. I don't know if I want to curve, not curve, but like change that. You know, let me change this to like 8. And then we can, oh, well, let me just undo that. We're gonna get white here and just brush this, because white essentially acts as a eraser because the background's white. Go back to this, drop me down to 8 again, and come back down. So it's pretty far down. Like there's like a lot of space between where the mouth starts and the eyes. But it doesn't have to be perfect, right? This is just us doing this. I don't know if you would want to do something like this. Do I have like smoothing on or something? There shouldn't be. This should just be default. It's just like so slow to react to me. You know, something like this to make it seem like it's dripping paints. Yeah, I think we are going to go ahead and do that. It's my drawing. I can do whatever I want. But my artwork. Just like these edges obviously are softened. one over here, I think, in the corner. Here. Might want to have some variety to this, because they are curving in the same kind of way. Might need to do the edges for this, since it's gonna look weird if I don't. I need it to be slightly bumpy, just like the other thing. And then we can curve that in, and then this needs to be curved. And just color in this part that isn't. You could have some smears here too. Like I might take a spot and blur it to make that look which color as well. I forget how to move things with just the, what you call it, the pen, because I don't want to have to like get my mouse just to move the camera. Yeah, some of this is still like smeared out, which is good. Yeah, I think I need to go the other way over here, so let me just, I should just have white pins down here so I can just select it. And then do this to cut that. Erase it, basically. I need to go the other way if I can. Which, who knows if I was going to end up being able to do that or not, because maybe like Zoolander, can I turn left? Which way can he turn? Left or right? So we had like a extra bit here. I think I'm going to like add a sharpness to the top of this and let the bottom stay faded. Again, that's like on purpose to give it a look. Yeah, this one maybe like a bit further up and a bit further down. So the smear ends up looking different. So take the smudge here and like this would make it more realistic because like just bleed it down, but I'm not gonna do that. We just have just a blur here to like blur the bottom. Over here we are doing it on the side. And this, just give it a little bit of blur here and there. I like the corner here. Probably both corners. Then we gotta do the same thing for the red, which honestly looks like orange to me. Like this looks reddish pink, but this color and this color over here look orange. I mean, that's fine, but what size was I using for this? 8? Well, I mean, 8 looks like it's gonna be fine anyway, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be that big. might just blur this, and so I don't have to do what I did on the bottom. I don't care about that. I need this to like stop changing. It didn't add that on. There we go. Yeah, it's the radius is every brush instead of the brushes that I like it being set to individual ones. Let's see. Just like a little nub here. Maybe that. I don't know if I want this little extra. Let me get rid of that. Then we can come over here, grab the soften, then increase this again and just blur that down. Same thing, blur that down. Maybe even like hyper fade this, but it's like really bled in. So now it just ends up looking creepy, but I don't really care. Is Plank not creepy? Like, I'm pretty sure people do find him creepy, so probably just par for the course. I think that's okay. I don't know if I want like a drop of ink down here. I might get rid of that little nub. I don't think I like that. Like you can have it, but actually just come over here and like move it like that. Get the whites. Do that. Then we're gonna grab the... I'm just gonna bleed this down. Oh, still have white selected. And just do that. I might do something like this. You'll see why in a second. I'm just going to see what this looks like. Do that and then like giga bleed. Like giga bleed this. Enough to like where that is like hard to see. Like it's like almost blended in with that. You can just like blend the sides here. Yeah, there we go. That's good. I might just do that with everything, or not everything, but like leave these sides here. Oh yeah, I need to save this as like a new thing. File, save as. Plank. Yeah, like hyper bleed all this. I'm calling it bleeding, but I'm blurring. It's just being blurred. I think we're pretty okay with that. What if I, like, swab this here? Well, computer does not like me doing that. Again, if you want to help out and get me a new computer so we don't have to deal with things like that happening where the computer cannot handle me making an action, head over to my throne and donate to the new computer fund. Question mark. If you would like to do that. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, hype, and comment the video. I forgot to say that in the beginning, but yeah, don't forget to do that. I'm just gonna try to blow this out again. Same thing over here, but try to get the bottom. There we go. Okay, I think we are good now on the face. So go ahead and save that. Put the pen down and then go to shading and see what that looks like. Like that. I don't like this color on the wood, and I know I didn't from the get-go, but like, do we want it to go up or do we want it to go down? That actually is a limit to it. It's a sickly color, right? 0.5 is, that's supposed to be the base color. Why does it look like that? 111. Yeah, is that not the normal color? But I feel like this isn't correct. No, that's the normal color. But not that. The 5.5 is fine, and crank the whatchamacallit up, but I don't know. I can change this to mix, even though it's gonna not work right, because it has to be a, yeah, it has to be something that, oh, look at that, like, oof. It has to be multiply. Look where this looks like green, because it's mixing with the yellow to create green. The blue and the yellow are making that color. Value, I need to increase the value. That's the problem. There we go. And the sides are fine, but I think we can further darken them. Oh, you're already at 4. This is at a 3, these are at a 4, maybe put this at a 5. Yeah, I think that is perfectly fine. Perfectly fine piece of wood? Question mark. And today's episode was just like a joke episode. Like, we're just here just goofing. I think that's it. I mean, there's nothing else to do for this. Question mark. The only thing I could do is come over here and it doesn't have any sides. I was like, this needs to be bent because it's like a crack, not just a straight line down, but I didn't think about that, so it's too late to make a modification like that. Yeah, there we go. We have a plank of wood. Again, just a joke episode today. So we're not really going to be back until Monday, just because I'm initiating weekends off starting now. So that I don't have to be doing daily videos every single day. So I have been doing daily videos for like 2-3 years now. So finally, we're going to be taking a break from that. Yeah, that is going to be it for today. So cuties, thanks for watching. Remember to buy my stickers or think about becoming a member. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, because we're working on watch time and subscribers. And don't forget we have a Throne Nazzle. And shout out to the members, EmmyStarr, RaleyDrew, and Alexgkiller 80. The cuties. Thanks for watching. Tune into the next episode. Like, subscribe, hype, and comment. Again, don't forget to hype and do all that. You know what to do. See ya.